And this is Kyle Alexander, also known as 77 Degrees, is in this case giving sworn statements for this lawsuit. I have known Adrinah Lee Tucker for about 3 years. I met her through a mutual friend named Terry. Terry lives in Canada, but was in town to introduce Adrinah and I. I have been to Mizkiv Renato's home, but have never had any interactions with him. I've known him for about a year. I've known Mayahiga for about a year, and we've had very small talk. I've known Mitch Jones for 2 years at the time of the incident. Let's get back to it. I've known Barry or whatever on or about January 19th, 2020. We're at a birthday party celebration for Novaru. That's Serena Proud. We're at an Airbnb in Rock, Texas. The whole night, Crazy Slick Jacob was following Adrinah, my girlfriend, Ina Brockovich, trying to kiss them. He was able to corner Adrinah at one point in the kitchen and kissed her. So they smooching. Throughout the night of the party, Adrinah kept telling Crazy Slick, no. There was one time when Adrinah and Ina went into the restroom and he wasn't trying to get in the restroom with them. And he was trying to get in the restroom with them. I saw him and Terry mention that he saw the same thing. That's hearsay. The whole night, I remember people calling Crazy Slick creepy, rapey. Adrinah drank until she passed out. Adrinah was passed out on the bedroom of the Airbnb. Adrinah was on the bed. Myself and Ina, my girlfriend, were in the room as well. Comedy Russell, an OTK member, Taman Al-Hariki, and Anthony Nappy were in and out of the room as well. Taman and Anthony Nappy were the ones that took Adrinah home. I was in the room the whole time and I was completely sober. Both Taman and I only drank water that night. Crazy Slick Jacob Rodriguez kept coming in and out of the room. Since I had already seen him chasing Adrinah and my girlfriend, I decided to stay at Adrinah's side with my girlfriend. Crazy Slick kept coming in and out saying he wanted to see if she was alive and if she was breathing. He sat next to the bed and was asking him to leave several times, but kept refusing. Slick came in more than 4 times, and the last time, like a fucking shark looking for like some wounded animal. He said he wanted to check her heart rate. We told him she's fine and told him it was none of his business to get out. He ended up putting his hand on her breast. That's when I and the others stepped in and physically removed him from the room. I am not sure why he didn't make a police report. I figured the victim needed to make that statement. I told Adrinah immediately the morning after over Twitter. Adrinah and I talked about it later several times, but she was aware since the day after this. God damn, this is kind of messed up. After the incident, Novaru spoke on stream the incident that she had heard. That is when Adrinah felt pressured into... How did you feel pressured? Into clarifying everything publicly. Adrinah reached out to me to help her with her outcry as I was the witness. She asked me for help and was coming over so that I could help her word her tweet. Adrinah arrived and went upstairs to do her makeup. Then I got a call from Barry that he was coming over. Adrinah wasn't aware. Barry shows up with Mitch and Mayahiga. Adrinah felt like you can't really say she felt uncomfortable being there because you don't know. It's just something that stands out to me. We start to write the tweet. Mitch Jones, that's speculation. That'll get like objection, speculation. Mitch Jones was not contributing and was in and out of the house playing with the dogs. Adrinah and I were thinking about writing what happened, and Mayahiga was proofreading, reviewing, and questioning if what was the truth. Maya even asked if that really happened.
Probably had a conversation that was like, are you sure you want to do this? Do you want to say anything, or do you just want to do it anonymously? Something like that, right? That's probably the conversation that I had with her, was like, do you want to just do it anonymously or do you not want to do it at all? She said that she wanted to come out with a statement. She said she wanted to talk about it. She said that she told me about her audience and how there's a lot of young women in her audience, and she felt like it was her responsibility to tell her story. So I said, okay. And her friend in that call, Kyle, was there the day of as well. He mentioned, I told her that day, I was like, as a woman, if this is your story, you should be able to tell it, right? I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right. She was going to write a twit longer. And I asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her. And at the time, we agreed.
I had been sober, so I knew the exact details. There was some wording that was changed after Maya Higa made several comments to Adrinah, such as, think of the implications this may cause you. Think of the implications that could come with this. Adrinah didn't want to downplay, but Maya Higa was such a large influencer. That tweet was not fully written out as everything happened. It felt as if Maya was the PR for Crazy Slick, which is public relations. It was my goal to write down everything that happened that night, but it was not because of Maya Higa's comments, influence, and presence. Barry was in the room with me the whole time. Barry is able to regurgitate what was said. It was literally the truth, and Maya Higa was playing for her friend to not make it look bad. At one point, Maya Higa said, it doesn't sound like something he would do, but it's very crazy to know that Crazy Slick is very weird with girls. So they knew Crazy Slick was weird with girls. You see how it happens? You see? It just goes crazy. Crazy. That they know that he's weird with girls, and they just kind of brush it off. That is not good. Yeah, I'm with you. It's not good. Not good. I don't know who AJ or I might, but a different name. I have not heard any discussions about OTK Media. I have not heard Mitch Jones say that Adriana is a clout chaser, but I am not sure if if he's associated with OTK. So she said, well, I've heard Mitch Jones say that Adriana is a clout chaser. So, Mitch, where you at? Someone said you said some shit. Did you say it?
Yes or no answer. Did Miz explicitly give direction to you and Maya and whoever the fuck else was in that room to go to Adriana's house and to, quote unquote, downplay the situation or find a way to save Slick's ass? Yes or no?
The answer to that is yes. And that's just like, that's not easy for me to say at all, but that is the answer.
I have seen the screenshots from Crazy Slick, OTK Media, where we know Crazy Slick's not. Or is it OTK Media? I don't know. Excluding Adriana from events. All I know about Imaru, Imaru, she's entered the lawsuit, is that she lives with Miskiff and went on to live on stream and said she would never do this. Where are them goddamn screenshots? S-Friend and Asmon Code are affiliated with OTK. To my knowledge, S-Friend lives next door to Miskiff. There was a recorded call between OTK members that was made public in a 6-hour phone call. Miskiff was more concerned about Slick and their friendship than what actually happened. There's a 30-second clip where Miskiff talks about worst case scenario. It's a sexual harassment and it's not a big deal. No one's hanging around Slick. People I didn't really give a ish. And it's signed. Now look at this date, guys. It's signed on the 29th of November. So she was planning this for a while. This has been in the clink for a while. So let's keep going. Like, look.